I think I'm trying to make up for what I did last week, which is not a good relationship to have, which is why I always preach about LITness. So it's day 4 of Healthy Week. I'm just sat in the car having a coffee, getting ready to go to the gym, reflecting back on last week when I was sat in the car with a coffee, 3 slices of pizza and getting ready to drive to work and not go to the gym. I couldn't have had 2 completely different weeks if I tried. So, as you can tell from my throat, I'm physically still not feeling alright. Again, physically, I don't think I've still lost the weight that I put on last week, but mentally, I'm back. I'm not feeling as good as I was before I did the unhealthy week though, so it just goes to show that eating that unhealthy diet is absolutely terrible for you. And I was kind of hoping that I'd prove from unhealthy week that I felt like shit and it was bad for you, which I think I've done. I think the most interesting thing from last week was my energy levels and lack of motivation, especially towards the end of the week. But now I've started eating healthily, I think the interesting thing is it's made me run down. So whatever I did to my body last week, eating, drinking alcohol, lack of sleep at the weekend, has made me just feel completely awful this week. I've got a sore throat and it's just making it hard to get back into the swing of things. So yeah, not going to the gym for a week and eating junk will put you back a week, but I didn't think of the knock-on effects of it. So not only is eating unhealthily for a week made me lose that week, but it's had a knock-on effect on this week. And although I'm getting my gym sessions done, they're not as good as they were prior to the unhealthy week. And yeah, I just feel like I've really put myself a couple, if not more, weeks out of my routine. So I was really happy before I started doing this unhealthy week. I was in a good position mentally, I was motivated, I was doing loads of work. And then physically, I was so strong. I just got into doing CrossFit workouts. I hit a 5k PB at 19:30 something, and I was generally just feeling really strong, really fit, really motivated. And as you can probably tell from these videos, so I think the main thing that's been affected this week is my vlogging hasn't been very good. I haven't really had anything to talk about because I haven't been doing anything, because I don't feel like doing anything. Whereas normally, when I'm living the 80-20 balanced lifestyle, I'll smash it for the first start of the week, and then I'll feel like, yeah, let me go out, see the boys, have a few beers. I can get up the next day and I feel absolutely fine and crack on with my day. But I've gone from one extreme to the other, so I went absolutely mad for a week. But then when you stop doing it, it knocks you for 6 and you don't want to do anything. So, yeah, I definitely don't think healthy is the way to go. It's all about having a mixed diet, mixed lifestyle, a balanced lifestyle. So yeah, you feel a lot better. Interestingly though, I spoke to the boys every day this week. I'm going to try and get an interview with them tonight. They're saying that they're feeling better, so they haven't seen any drastic changes, and I don't think they would. But they're saying they've got better energy throughout the day. Ed said he normally feels a bit slumped and lethargic after lunch, but he hasn't had that this week. Jordan, Ed have been back in the gym. Resh has been playing football, and fair play to him for sticking to it. I have been nagging on at them. I've been saying, right, I've fully committed to the unhealthy week. I try to be like you boys, so you can at least try and be healthy for a week. And whenever they've been tempted with chocolate or something, I'm like, come on boys, I gave it my all, you've got to give it your all. Anyway, coffee's nearly gone, and I can't wait to go and smash an arms and cardio session. So, yeah, see you at breakfast. You alright mate, how you doing? Now the boys have started with the healthy eating, they want to carry on, so I've ordered this little hamper so we can keep going next week. So let me just take you through it. I don't know if this is a joke for muscle food, but the first thing I've taken out is a box of, I think it's protein granola, yeah, protein granola. But I never want to see that again in my life. I ate way too much cereal last week, but this looks a hell of a lot healthier, so maybe I'll give this one a go. That's just a little freebie. Every now and again they chuck something else in. So yeah, I've got some protein shreddies. Let's crack on with the food. So, oh yes. Right, we've got some melt in the middle burgers. I take it they got cheese inside, and then just some regular extra lean burgers. Potato! 2.5 kilos of chicken. 20 Italian meatballs. Smoky barbecue marinated chicken breast fillet. Beef New York strip steaks. They look so good. Sweet chili chicken burgers, normal chicken burgers, Sirloin steaks, low-fat sausages, dragon fire chicken. This is the one I absolutely love, anything spicy, so this dragon fire chicken is so decent. The other thing they do, which is really good, are the dragon fire burgers. It's the same sauce, same flavour, but just on a burger. More chicken, lean minced beef, 5%, rump steak, and then some bacon medallions. And then these are what we've been eating this week. So they are single portion meals that have pre-marinated meat in it. They give you the vegetables in the pack. So you literally just chuck it in a pan, cook some rice and serve it all up together. So that is the order. And I'll be cracking back on with that next week. This is decent. It's just turned 2 o'clock and I'm only just starting to get hungry. Again, I know I keep saying it, but low GI carbohydrates and a high protein diet keeps your energy level sustained and it keeps you fuller for longer. So this diet is absolutely working out perfectly for me. I am doubling up again. I'm going for a soup and a chicken pot for my lunch. We have got a teriyaki chicken noodle soup, decent, and then a barbecue chicken ready meal. So let's pop them in the microwave. Only takes about 10 minutes, so we'll see what we got. Ooh. And I've got a little snack for later. Again, mood-wise, I'm feeling a lot better. Work's been productive, I'm cracking on, feeling good. Just a little tickle in the throat, but apart from that, I'm feeling a lot better after 4 days of healthy eating. So won't be doing that again, eating junk for a week, and I'm glad I'm back on track. Now it's just to get rid of this little tickle in the throat, then I'll be feeling better again. Skin looking good. All the blemishes gone, apart from that, it's a scratch. A drunken scratch from Saturday night. Ed Lee scratched me. Cheers, mate. The one thing I noticed last week was that when I wasn't eating very well, my protein intake was absolutely terrible. I was hitting less than 100 most days. And yeah, my diet was just consistent of mainly carbohydrates and fats. But already this week, I've absolutely smashed the protein targets. I'm well in excess of 150 grams and sometimes even 200, which is perfect for when you're training. So obviously, when you're breaking down your muscle tissue, when you're working out, you need to help it recover with the protein intake. So this muscle food delivery has definitely helped with that. Every meal is absolutely packed with protein. So whether you're trying to lose weight or gain muscle, gain strength, anything, a high protein diet is going to work. So this is the diet package they've sent to me. So it assumes that you're going to eat in a deficit. While you're eating in a deficit, you still want to keep your protein intake high and you want to maintain your weight training. If you don't use it, you lose it. So whilst you're shredding down your fat, if you aren't eating properly, if you're not keeping your protein intake high, you're going to see your muscle mass decrease. So I would recommend this diet package from Muscle Food for anybody. And this is tasty as well. I've done a double session again today for a number of reasons. So I just got in and the boys are like, we're all going gym. So I go in the morning, they train in the evening. So one reason, nobody's in, I had nothing to do, so I thought I'd go again. Secondly, because I'm not feeling absolutely 100% this week, the session that I did this morning, I'd normally do weights and cardio. I struggled through a weight session and didn't do any cardio, so I thought I'd go back and do a cardio session. And thirdly, I think I'm trying to make up for what I did last week, which is not a good relationship to have, which is why I always preach about LITness. So having that balance, I never feel any guilt about eating any bad food, but because I was indulgent last week and now I've gone absolutely cold turkey this week, I feel like I need to make up for what I did last week, which really, I mean, my own opinion, I don't think that's a good relationship to have with food, the gym and your lifestyle. So I'd like to think that I was a quite rounded individual. I'm a bit weird, but mentally I'm all there. But because of what I did last week, I have gained a poor relationship with my lifestyle, food and the gym, and I'm trying to burn off the bad that I did last week, which isn't a good relationship. So everything that I've done last week and this week just reverts back to my method, my ethos, that you should have a balance with lifestyle and fitness. Yes, work hard 80% of the week. Yes, eat well 80% of the week. But let yourself have that treat 20% of the time. What I've done is I've been massively overindulgent for 1 week and now I've gone absolutely cold turkey for the second week. And it really isn't a good balance to have, because I'm punishing myself for what I did last week when you shouldn't have to do that. So, yeah, there's my 2 cents for today. My mind is becoming clearer, as you can probably tell from that rationale. But yeah, I still don't feel great. So, trying to sweat it out. Good session then, to be fair. I had a coffee though at 6 o'clock, so that could disrupt my sleep, which again is not going to be good for tomorrow. So all of these things are adding up. And yeah, it's just not a good way to live. I always say, balance your weeks and not your months or years. So by that, I mean, be healthy 80% of the week and you can balance your lifestyle. Whereas if you go and binge for 4 weeks at a time, then you think, oh shit, I'm out of shape, I need to do something about it. It's then going to take you 3 or 4 months to get back to the shape you are. So you want to be balancing your weeks, not your months and your years. And that's what LITness is basically. And everything that I've said in this last 3 minutes has reverted to my ethos of LITness. So yeah, I can't wait to get that balance back, get feeling good again, and not have to punish myself for having the occasional treat.